Hello everybody, thank you for coming to take a look at what I've been making. This is my design team project for Artymaze, and the kit that I've used in this one is a touch of spring, and I've also used her first collage kit as well, and there's also some images from Mrs. Coggs in here, so I'll point those out to you as we go through. This journal measures, it's about 9 inches tall and it's about 6¼ inches wide. It is quite chunky, and there are quite a few pages in here. I think there were 92 pages front and back when I counted them. So it's just tied together with a piece of fabric that I thought matched. It's actually the same fabric as the vase down there. So the cover is a bit different to what I've done before. This is a piece of quilting that I've done, and I think you call it raw edge appliqué. So if you can see, if I try and show you a bit closer, the flowers are cut out of different fabrics and then they've been free machined around so that they look like flowers. And then if I open it out, you can see that it goes all the way front and back. And it was a vase of flowers. So lots of different fabrics there, nice and bright. So that took me quite a while to do. As I say, it's all quilted. It's a nice and soft cover. And I've made a second one that I've not yet made into a journal, so you can just see what it looks like before it's put together. So this one's a vase of tulips, different coloured tulips, and that's squares that have been put together. And again, I'll be free machining round these tulips. So that'll be another journal that's in the making. So this one, as I say, it uses the kit from Artymaze, a touch of spring. And there's some other pieces in here from her other kits, so I'll list them all below for you so that you can see what I've used. In the front here, there's a pocket, crochet trim pocket that goes all the way through front and back. And the fabric that I've used on the inside to hide the messy stitching has got, listen, it's green with little birds, and I thought they quite matched these birds on the front there as well. So in the front pocket, there's just a tag that I've made from the, I think this is the Collage Kit 1, part of one of those sheets from Artymaze, and I've put some butterflies on there. And then this is one of her other, from one of her other kits, and as I say, I'll list them below. And I've made that into a little journaling book, so there's some little extra writing space in there for you. The ruffles that I've done on here on the calico cotton ones, I don't know if you can see, there's different stitching down there, so just a little bit different on this one. Lovely kit, really enjoyed working with it. The colours was just so nice after winter. So on the front here there's a flip, it's got one of the other pictures on there, and that flips up, so there's lots of writing space on there. And there's a tag and a postcard there that's been backed with some extra writing space. So lots and lots of room to journal in this one. And there's also a card in there on a little tuck spot. That just tucks in behind there. Page there from an Observer book of birds, and of course Edith Holden. And on the top there it says journal and a little butterfly. This is a large tall pocket, and again this is from the Collage kit. Some collaging on there, some bits of fabric, so I wanted it to be quite tactile, this journal. And there's a large pocket in there, and that's one of the that's from Mrs. Coggs, the Alpine Flower bookmark kit. So that has obviously bookmark size pictures in, but they were really nice to use in the journal. Some paper here it's been gessoed and then it's been stenciled over with some flowers. That's a book page. Double pocket here with lace down the side. Cards, I'm not sure if these were from the kit or from one of the other kits from Artymaze. I think they were actually from this kit. And again, this kit has little postcards in it, so I've used fabric from the same as the cover lining there. Lovely flower there, I don't know what sort it is. I want to say lily, but I know it's not. The back of the pages are nice and pale, so you can actually still journal on them. There's a little bit of collaging at the bottom there, and one of the cards there from the kit that's been collaged onto the collage sheet. A couple of the sheets there. And then on the back, one of those from the other kit, and some fabric. Another of the Observer book. This one's the Observer Book of Eggs. Some more Edith Holden. Lovely poppies there, and some fabric ruffle down there. There's a label there with a butterfly. And this paper, Artymaze showed how, I've got an inkjet printer, and Artymaze showed how you can soak those papers when you've printed on them in tea, and then layer them on another piece of paper that's been soaked, so it goes all faded. So I don't know if you can see the effect that I've got, but I really liked that, and I thought it just went so well with the kit that I used it. And that's how it came out on the back. Look, all the colours nicely bled through. There's the rabbit there. Envelope here from the kit that's got a dangle on it with flower. And there's a card tucked in there with some fabric down the edge, some lace on it. And the lovely image there of the fairy. That just tucks into the envelope there. And then on the envelope itself, I've put one of the small postcards as a pocket. And this is from Mrs. Coggs as well, from her alpine flowers. But I just cut it down so that it's stuck in there. I liked the yellow flowers and a butterfly. And I actually didn't put that together as an envelope. I've left it with some papers in, so that's an extra little journaling space as well. And then on the other side where the rabbit is, there's some buttons and a little cluster. And that just pegs on there. Another of the pages, that one's got the little fairy on it. Another of the book pages, Edith Holden. This is I think this is Artymaze's Ephemera kit, so it's different envelopes and receipts that she had. And I've put that together as a pocket, so it's an envelope that you can fold in half, and I've collaged on the back of it and put it as a flip out so that you don't lose the journaling space. And again, this is one of the pages that I've tea stained using Artymaze's process. And then that's got some cards in there, some journaling cards, and they tuck into that envelope. Some more collaging there at the bottom, topped up there with some buttons there. And again, this is the collage sheet and images from the kit. That just tucks up there. Some more collaging at the top there. This page I sprayed with paints to get this flower effect. The card there, and the same trim there that's been stitched, and then on the back there's another card up there from the kit, and again I've put some lace and some fabric on there just to make it quite tactile. This is a flip up, so this flips upwards. It's a really old book page this is. It's quite thick, like a card. It's a book plate from an old vintage book that I had. And that flips up, so you could write on the back of that, or you could stick something on it. And then in the space there behind it, yes, I did stitch it on. I couldn't remember then if I'd stitched it on or put it, slipped it in, but I did stitch that one on. So there's more journaling space there. And then underneath it, there's a little tuck spot there with one of the journaling cards. So you can write on that, you can write on that. It doesn't tuck all the way up, and then you can write there as well. There's another butterfly at the bottom there. Then the centre of the signature. I think this is my favourite page from the kit. There's just so much to see on it, and I love the little tester pot colours there. And then on the centre, I've put some beads on the dangles, and of course, if you don't like those, you can cut this shorter and take those off. but I liked the blues and the greens because they reminded me of spring, and I thought they did go well with the blues and the greens on the page. Again, another corner tuck up here with another of the journaling cards and some more fabric there. Lots of space to get writing. Again, that's the back of that page that was sprayed. And again, the ruffle there. And then on this one, it's a pocket at the back, again with some fabric and some lace on there, and that lovely little rabbit looking at that butterfly. And then this, you can undo this, and it flaps down, and it has some more paper inside it, so that can be journaled on as well. And that just ties up. When it's tied up, if the ribbon does leave a knot, when you want to journal, you can just leave it undone and tie it up when you've finished. There's the back of that page that I soaked in tea, so it bled and went all wishy-washy, which I do actually love. More book pages. This is a library pocket that does come off. So that does come off. You could stick it on the page if you wanted to, but I've left it as a floating pocket. And it has a little pocket just there with the cards in. And then it has a little pocket there as well with some fabric on. And that just clips on the side there. And that one's got a dragonfly on it, that dangle. And then on the back there's the rabbit there, and I think that rabbit's just eyeing up that butterfly just to see what it's doing. Some more of the fabric ruffle there. Another one of the envelopes there, and then just tucked behind that, sorry, on that one there's a little key with a flower on it. That's some more of the same fabric that I lined this book with, but in the I had it in pink as well as in the green, so just for a change. And then this envelope, again it has a little tuck spot there with one of the little postcards in. That just tucks in there with the butterfly and some fabric ruffle down there, and I don't think I put anything in that one. I have got something that I could put in there, so I will put something in it. It goes there, doesn't it? Slips in there. Two more of the double pockets there with the lace. And that has a couple of cards in as well. I think these images were from Nature's Walk, I think, from Artymaze. And again, I've used that green fabric on those. There we go. Fabric pocket here with a little button cluster. And again, one of the images from Mrs. Coggs from the Alpine Flowers. This is from the Artymaze Ephemera pack. And I've just collaged onto that. And then another of the tickets of the tags from Mrs. Coggs. So they just fit in there quite nicely. Corner tuck here, again with one of the from the ephemera pack from Artymaze, and again I cut this out of the bookmark kit from Mrs. Coggs, and I've just put some fabric on there. It says field notes and it's backed as well. And then also is one of the larger postcards, and that's got some paper on it as well. So lots and lots of room to write. Some more of the calico trim there. And then in the back again, it's got the crochet trim pocket. A couple of the postcards here, and they've got the extra paper on them as well, so that there's lots of room to journal. They both got it. A little pocket that comes with the kit with the little card. I put a butterfly on that one as well. and then the little envelope there with a couple of cards inside it that you can write on. So as I say, there's lots and lots of room to journal in this one. I do really like this one, the way it turned out. I was very pleased with how the cover turned out, and I hope that you like it as well. Any questions that you've got, please do ask. I would be happy to reply to you, and I'd like to thank you very much indeed for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.